Hey, let's see what we have got for this. It's, uh, right. Yeah, fine. We have returning values from functions. So yeah, this I'll just explain to you. So let me put a new notebook called returning values. And this, what to say, naming convention, like usually when you're doing coding, you will name something like this one, like hello underscore galaxy dot jl or something like that, right? So usually that's what programmers do. Programmers avoid spaces and all those things. But in notebooks, I think it's okay to put spaces or put underscore or something like that. So usually notebooks are notebooks or Jupyter Lab or whatever it is, like that's been used by scientists and all those stuff, and they are not like hardcore programmers. So that's the thing. And so yeah, they use spaces and they use all those way to do. And we programmers consistently maintain programming names like this one, like it should be always lowercase and you should have no spaces, and the spaces should be separated by underscore and all those stuff. So yeah, that is how it's been done in the Unix world or Linux world for ever. So yeah, that's how we'll follow. I don't think they right now, like in these modern days, there is any real advantage or disadvantage. But yeah, what to say. But in Linux and what to say, POSIX systems, like you put like include, okay, include hello world dot jl, right? Um, so yeah, that will just okay. What to say, included. But if I keep something like, okay, let me just duplicate it. I don't know whether I can duplicate. Okay, yeah, duplicate, right? And I'll just rename, right? Let me just rename it like hello space world underscore dot j. I don't know whether it will work. Maybe in Julia it will work, but possibly it might not in other cases. Hello space world dot jl, right? Okay, yeah, it works. But usually, in sometimes what we need to do is like we need to put some backslash or something like that. Okay, so that's the thing. So yeah, so let me just put like a backslash and see what happens. Yeah, that's the syntax. Okay, somehow Julia seems to know, like, okay, even if there are spaces or something, but usually like in other programming languages this is not encouraged, and I think it's better to even follow best practices from other programming languages in Julia. I hope like one day we'll just have like one language and nothing else, but yeah, like and that's how it is like in Julia. So, and that's how it is like in other languages where you don't leave spaces in files and all those stuff. But for Jupyter Lab, no matter whatever programming language you're using, you can use many programming languages. I have configured it to use Python, Clojure, and Julia, right? So that's how it is. In Jupyter Lab, that is naming a Jupyter notebook. Each and everything is called a notebook, right? So, but yeah, and the entire thing is called lab, like a collection of notebooks and something like an IDE and all those stuff. But over here, like yeah, allowing spaces is okay, right? So that is like putting spaces is okay. Yeah, so that's okay. Yeah, now let's go to our log, like before. Okay, returning values. So I've got a small function to add two numbers, and all I just need to do is, okay, let me just copy and just paste it, right? Okay. Okay, so look, so we just got sum, add 5 and 3, and println sum. Okay, so now we will go to the definition of add. Okay, so there's a function called add. Okay, and it takes in two arguments. Rather than putting println or something over here, what we are just doing is like we're just putting a plus b. So what really happens is a plus b gets returned out of function. Just okay, in mathematics, what is a function? Like you'll just put in some value and get some value out, right? So like let's say like okay, like mm, uh, y is equal to 2x or something. You just put x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 4. So programming function is also almost kind of similar. Like you just put in some values and get out some values. So that's how functions should be. So you just put in two values, 5 and 3, and whatever you give as last statement, like okay, yeah, let me explain it more. Whatever you give as last statement gets returned out. Okay, so what I can do is like I can put a lot of stuff. I can put a star b over here. Okay, right? But if I just do it, it's 8. Okay, whatever is the last gets returned out. Okay, so and I can also do all sort of tricks over here. Okay, now whatever I do, whatever I add sub, whatever I just do. So like what happens is like yeah, it's always 42, right? So that's how it is. So okay, even though these steps are computed and done all those stuff, only the last thing gets returned out. So that's how functions in Julia work. Let's say like okay, I want to return something explicitly. Okay, so and that's how it is. So let me say like I just want to return this one, right? And I just do it. Now I just get it. Now if you think, if you are hoping that okay, you just put something over here, Franklin, I got executed. Okay. So if you're just hoping to see I got executed to be print, no. Okay. So something before return, right? So what happens is like everything before this return statement gets executed, right? So that's how it is. And yeah, so and everything that's after the return doesn't get executed. So imagine like a function follows this statement. As soon as it encounters this return, it returns that value and stop executing. So that's how it is. So yeah, so yeah, like this is what a return statement is, right? So, but yeah, I could have beefed up my stuff over here, but yeah, my blogs are supposed to be very simple and all those things, right? Yeah. So now we look at something called named arguments. Okay, let me just rename it over here. Returning values. Okay, rename. Named arguments. Okay, fine. Yeah, I've even put a command like if a programmer sees it and all, he could be angry, right? So, what to say? That's how it is, right? So, uh, right. So, okay. Oh, here I've given something like, but I just want to make it simpler in this blog, right? So, right. Okay. So, imagine a function like this one, print line. Okay, I don't want to put like print line 5 or something like that, right? So let me just put print line over here because there are no other print lines functions in this notebook. Okay, so there won't be a name clash and all those stuff. Before we have seen what to say print line and all those stuff, right? Okay, and we have seen what are all tricks we need to do to get this done, right? So let's say like we just want to give a character and that character gets printed and all those stuff. For that we need to do something like this one. A hack character is of type char, is of type char, right? And this gets once again passed to here, and this gets executed and all those stuff. So look, there are so many what to say stuff over here that you need to remember, might be cognitively complex and all those stuff. So let me just give you a way where it can be simplified more. So there's a thing called named argument. So what you do is like you have all these arguments, right? And you have these default values. Before that, you just put a semicolon, right? Okay. Now what you can do is like, okay, print line. Let me give something like this one. Now it gives a line of length 50 with character star, right? Simple, right? Now I can put print line. Okay, let me put 45, right? Print line. Okay, yeah, this won't work. Okay, fine. Okay, so yeah, let me just put it like length is equal to 45. Okay, so what happens is if I give length, it will take just a length. Okay, now let me put character. Character. Okay, fine. What shall I put? My favorite dollar, right? CHARACTER. Okay, fine. Right. Okay. So now it prints a line of character dollar of length 50. So now let me combine these both. Like print line. Now let me put shift tab and see whether it gives some help or something. Yeah, it just tries to give something. Look, it just shows something, right? So that's it. I think in the future I will be putting blogs on how to make this more this help documentation, right? How to make it more readable and all those stuff. It's important actually if you're coding in a team and all those stuff, and people needs to use your libraries. Okay, so it's important if you are a programmer. Okay, so that's the thing, right? So positioning my laptop. Well, okay, fine, fine. Okay, yeah. So now let me just combine this one, right? Character. Come on. Let me see if it auto completes. LE. Yeah. No, it just says length is function. Okay, length is what, like 200? Yeah, okay. So now I can just give this mix and match and all those stuff. Okay, so yeah, this is how it works, and I don't know whether it works something like this. Print line. What to say? I just want to give it like what thing? Okay, length of 150 and character is what, like this caret symbol. No, this doesn't work. Okay. So either you just give it like, okay, nothing. Okay, so it'll take from the default arguments, or you just give it from the name. So what we can do next is like, yeah, I'm just trying, right? I'm not like a Julia expert or something. Look, I might have done machine learning projects and all those stuff, right? But I don't think I'm a Julia expert. Like that's why I just want to do it from scratch. Even I've done a Julia project. Like, I'm not saying no, but the thing is like I just want to revisit, get my memory back, and then what to say, all those stuff. Okay. Now you can't give print line, right? No, let me put like print line 2, right? Print line 2, right? Now I can't give like this. It'll say some error. So now what I need to do is like I need to give it like, okay, let this error be so that like maybe print line 2, okay. Now let me give like, okay, length is equal to 10, character is equal to what to give, star. No need star. Okay, I'll just give at. Okay, that is a work, right? So that's how it is, right? Because we are not giving this default values over here, right? So we have given default values over here. Where is definition? Yeah, we have given default values over here, so we can just call it like a void one, which is void braces. But over here we are not giving any default value. But nonetheless, over here the arguments should be named. Okay, so that's the thing, right? You should give name to the arguments. One good advantage of this named argument is like it can be of any order. Like just like no need to say like, okay, the length should be first and character should be second and all those stuff. It can be of any order and all those stuff. So that's it. So yeah, a very useful thing in Julia. So that's the thing. Possibly in the next vlog, we'll see about what. So yeah, I'll just explain how to drive a car with genetic algorithm, but yeah, I won't do it. Okay, so that's the thing. And we will look at functions. I don't know what more tricks means. Okay, so okay, yeah, this I will do, right? And yeah, next we look at plotting and all those things. Plotting is very important because, like, what to say, like, humans are very, very visual species, and if you can see something, you can almost get answer for it. So plotting is very, very important just because you're a human, right? So yeah, I'll try to go into it in detail and all those stuff. Okay, so that's the thing. Yeah, anyway, let's see. Thanks for watching.